Hello everyone, welcome to my new tutorial. In this tutorial we will going to continue the features of the IPython. Okay, let's see error and debugging. Every time you have raised an exception due to some you have made it some mistake, and if you want to debug it or you want to see the error, okay, so there are some cool feature that is provided by Python, and we will go in this tutorial we will also going to see the debugger of Python. Okay, so let's start from an example so that you guys can understand more better. Okay, so I'll define a function def one. I'm passing a comma b. Okay, return a variable b. Fine. Then def2, here I'm passing x. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Okay, is equals to x, b is equals to x minus 1. Actually I'll going to show you division by 0 error. Okay, and return fun1 b. Okay, now press enter. Okay, now let's say I'll going to use it fun2 and I'll going to pass 1 over here. See this, it is showing us division by 0 error. Okay, now there are three types. Let's see the type of information printed while using this. There are three types of error information that we are going to see. Actually, this error information means the amount of information that are when an exception is raised, then the amount of information that is printed on our screen. Okay, so let's see the features for that. Okay, so there are three types of modes that we will going to see. Okay, first is plain mode, second is context mode, and third is verbose mode. So let's see what is plain mode. Actually our default mode is context mode, and what this context mode actually means that it is showing us some amount of information about that exception that has raised. Okay, so let's use some plain mode. Actually plain mode gives us some small information about the exception raised. It actually gives us some compact information about that. Okay, so I've typed %x mode plain. Okay, now I'll raise it. See this, it is giving us the less information about the exception, so that we need not to read much more about that exception. Now okay, now I'll use what actually verbose mode is. Verbose mode used to give us the more information than context mode and plain mode about that exception. It actually tells us like where the exception has raised. Actually that exception has raised due to some other files. So actually it is going to tell us about everything, like a function is connected with some another function, then that another function is connected with some another function. It will going to tell us about everything about whole those three functions. So let's use that mode. Okay, so I'll giving fun2 1. Okay, now it looks similar like the default mode, that is context mode. So guys, actually what the thing is, this global fun2, it's not there in our, see this, where it is. Okay, so actually it is not showing us, it is showing us the same information which is over there in our default mode. But when you're going to try for the next modes, like when you're going to have a much more larger code, then you're going to notice about the verbose mode. Actually it's all normal. You can also go for the default mode. Okay, now let's see some. I'm not going to tell you about much more about this over here. Okay, so let's see about the debugging purpose. Debugger, that is more important than these modes. So how to use Python debugger? So you just need to type a small, that is %debug, press enter. See this IPDB, the debugging shell has opened, and now we can use the debugger. Now if you want to use the debugger, let's see some examples like a print a, print b, let's call fun 2. See this, okay. See this division by 0 error, it is showing that. So it is telling us about everything what actually is happening. So in the similar way you can use the debugger, but guys I'll suggest to use that you have to use dry run for this purposes, so that your programming skills is going to increase. Okay, then to quit the debugging mode you just need to type quit, and here you are got you came out of this debugging. Now you can continue. So guys, this is all about IPython. I've tell you about some of the cool features of IPython. In the next tutorial we will going to discuss about NumPy. Even at the end of this tutorial we will going to make some projects, like projects on image recognition, erase flower classification, like these type of projects related to machine learning. Okay, so thank you very much, and please like, share and subscribe. And if you guys will going to have any doubts related to this, just type in the comment section. Okay, thank you very much.